The hardware, I have used these folding locking brackets. Got them off of Amazon. Just push the button, go down. 4 of those. Platform there, this platform here. Got this piano hinge strip, and these brackets to hold it in place so you can have like a lot of weight there if you need to. These screws, bolts, whatever, and turnbuckles. These kind of considering replacing because they get loose easily and they are in the way a lot. I have to finagle with this. I do have a lot of tools and a lot of landscaping stuff just because of the things we do. So it's kind of has to be versatile. The drawers, camping stuff. These ones are 36-inch, 500-pound rating, like $150. But if I need to, I could just like stand multiple people on them, which is what I like. What other hardware? The dimensions. It is 39 by 39 and a half long. It is 1/2 inch MDO with 2 by 8, which those are 30. Let's see, I wrote a whole bunch of stuff down by measurements I found. So 38, 38, 7 1/8. That just because that's how it is. 1.5 inch thickness of the beam. Sent all of this, but it's all trying to diagram every piece. Still need to put the measurements on there and finish that up, but there are some pieces that I can't see without taking it all apart, because can't really get back there anymore. There was, like this. So this piece, this is, can't see it really, but behind here, this piece runs, I can't see that either. I notched this out here. This is all one piece. And behind here, the center, actually, yeah, you can still see where I marked it. That runs all the way down. And this center piece, the center divider, is shaped. I think there's a one before. Or is it the one after? Oh, it's the one after. Nice. Has a little notch here. So this part, it's not to scale. It's actually not that big, but this piece notches into that previous piece. This one. So it's like, I don't know if it's solid construction, but it just physics-wise holds it in place. Doesn't have to rely on a screw or whatever. So there can be a lot of pressure, a lot of weight, and it won't go back and forth. So I know that's there because I built it, but I don't know how wide this is, or how deep this is. I'm pretty sure it was like 1/4 of the half, or 1/4 of the whole thing, so 1/4 of a half. Whatever math that is right now, I'm too tired to figure that out. But stuff like that, you don't have to do it. There's no instruction manual of you have to do it this way. It's just how I did it. And there's a lot of, that would be a good idea. Let's do it on the fly. And so a lot of it I also just wrote on the boards. You can see mainly on this, but a lot before I carpeted it as well. I do have a few old floor mats, which work great for moving anything that could potentially spill. Old oil works great if you have a bin, put it on that. And if you just need to put like little screws, little nails, little whatever, hold it very nicely. But there's some things personally I found which were less than ideal. Mainly these turnbuckles being in the way. It really takes away from having, it gets in the way a lot. Another thing, these ones, I have to unscrew this before I take this whole thing out or put it back in because it won't fit. That one's fine. This one, not so much. This board is literally just floating here. There's nothing to it. In the future, if I really wanted to be nitpicky, I would shave this down so it's all even, level, and flat. But, who really cares? It's my car, whatever. Same with this side. I was going to do the same thing here. I started on a little board, and then I got busy or sidetracked or whatever. That guy is just floating there, I'm pretty sure. So, bit of scrap. Another thing. It is very, determines how secure this is by how much stuff you have in this back pocket. So that determines how far back this goes and all this. So, I found just by sheer luck, I forgot about this, but this kind of helps to hold it down. But it holds it down, but this has, I can push it down and it pops a little bit back up. So to make some system where it could stay in, like magnets or something, like it's flush, because this has to be flush underneath to fit behind the back seat. That's the main thing. Is for it to fit back there and not have it scuff up anything. I tried using the car seat holder, have like a stick that goes down into it to secure it, but that was just way too much work. And I found if the bottoms of these just rest on the tops of the seat, it works great. So that's why these fold this way and not the other way. So it can do that. And then doing this by one hand, kind of annoying. What else? This still accessible from in here. You can still take it out. Just some oil change stuff. But I think that's kind of it. There is a lot of space under here for storing anything. If you have one down and one up, which I had on a road trip right after I built this, it's actually the other way around. So this one was over there. Whoever's sitting there has nice access to under here, or if you want extra storage that isn't going to be in the way, but pretty accessible, this is the way to do it. Yeah, I looked at all those things on YouTube of people doing their builds, and there was some that's like a massive hinge that folds onto the back, but they have these feet here, which I didn't really like because I want to use the trunk to haul lumber tools or plants or whatever. Still have the utility, but also I don't want to take out the back seats because I have friends, and so trips and stuff, you want that. So that's how I just opted out, just slide it behind there, which to my knowledge no one has done yet on YouTube or just in general. So yeah, those, don't worry about that. That was so I can drill stuff into there and not damage the car. Another idea I had was these 4 up here. It goes into metal. Could make a little screw, whatever, coming down that you could hook to the window, have a little bit of a suction cup thing there. It goes down to that, or you could just do that to that. And you could put blinds here, or curtains. So if you're sleeping back here, you have some privacy, and it won't be, the sun when you wake up and all that jazz. So yeah, that is what I put together.